Hi guys, welcome back. It's Christy the Crystal Indigo, and I have such a surprise for you all. So as you can see, there are 7 crystals you can pick from. And what this reading is about, let me make sure that the volume is up so you guys can hear me. All right. So what this reading is about your star origins, okay? So whether you're a crystal, whether you're a rainbow, whether you're indigo, whether you're a blue ray, whether you are an earth angel, however it resonates for you, indigo, this information is here in the spread. So I'm going to give you guys a second to pick which deck is your deck, and I'm going to go through each one, okay? Now, I'm going to start with pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And there are messages alongside of each pile. So, giving you to the count of 5 to intuitively pick your deck, pile, however it resonates for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I gave you 10 seconds. Here you are. So the first pile, rhodochrosite, all right? And the message over rhodochrosite is high, see that? High heart chakra. This is from the Lumerian deck. And it says ecstatic bliss. Ecstatic bliss. So this is for pile 1. Now, I'm going to read this information for you, okay? And so pile 1, rhodochrosite, this is the message for you. And I'll hold the card up so you can see the imagery. So it says, divine love, selflessness, spiritual compassion, oneness through heart-centered bliss, healing, gratitude, giving, love, dharma, patience, joy. And it says, this card taps into blissful oneness. We feel as we drop away our edges and protective containers, this is the place where we feel held and seen enough to flow into oneness, where the eternal part of me meets the eternal part of you. This is the selfless state where our higher selves commune for illuminated perspectives on how we share gifts and lift others in our joyful overflow. Restore. Consider your life purpose by exploring what allows you to give and joy. Themes. The ways you can bring joy to yourself and others. Healing. Position the thymus gland behind your sternum, a little above the heart. Color wash. Iridescent pink. Iridescent pink. All right. So let me know how that resonated for you. Now we're going to dive into what are you? So again, you guys may be drawn to different piles, and that is okay. So for example, I'm a crystal indigo. I am a light worker. I am I have Palladian, Arcturian, Syrian essence. So you have many things within you, especially if you've been a no walker, where you've been back many times, right? Have many past lives. So for those of you who were drawn to the rhodochrosite, blue ray being, okay? And so with this blue ray being, it talks about direct divine expression, bridge between dimensions, okay? And so I'll read that information for you as well. And I told you guys last night that I would do this for you today, because I wanted you guys to get a better understanding of your calling and what you're here to do, because I know a lot of you get confused, by that, okay? And okay, here we go. And I'm going to try to help you as best as I can. So with the blue ray, this is about source energy. It says direct divine expression, bridge between dimensions, Archangel Michael, high vibrational being, cosmic communication, education, extraterrestrial. And it says, as a blue ray, I bring love, clarity, and wisdom. This guiding light gives direction to the lost and guides others further along their path. Okay? And so, it says, if you are of the blue ray, Lumerian Starchild, have the blue colors and tones come into your life recently. Blue is the color of Archangel Michael, and it is also a cosmic color deep within the ocean. The dolphins commune through higher frequencies of a cosmic blue color. They swim in and out of portals that connect them to higher dimensions and other worlds. Okay? And so, for you, it's time that you connect into your energy. Call in Archangel Michael to watch over you, even if you have little blue ray spiritual children to support you. All right? And so this is really amazing information. And so not only that, but you are the bridge between dimensions. So you have the energy to like soul travel between dimensions, between the 3D, 4D, 5D, right? And sometimes you may wake up and you have this feeling of like, where have I been all night? Because I got bruises, I'm tired, right? All right, so the next card out, abundance, fulfillment of source, enough for all, open. This is beautiful. Again, reminding you of that source energy. So more than anything for you, Blue Ray, I would bring the source light energy down when I meditate, because you're going to get clear messages from that energy. And again, you can take the spiritual development class, email me, and I will support you on getting set up for that. Stepping stones is your next card out, okay? And it says, take the next step, let go of the old paradigm. So you're being asked to let go of how things used to be, what they, what they were. You're being, you're evolving, you're awakening, you're rising, you're ascending, okay? So this is all the advice for you guys, for the blue ray beings. Syrian emissaries, dream of the new earth, time now for a magical life. So we are in the new age of Aquarius energy. This is the new earth, and you're being called to step up and lead. How will you step up and lead? All right. Now I'm using the new deck. It's called Galactic Heritage cards. And if I can get the card for you, the first card is Seeking Karmic Balance, 63, Pleiades, present. So restoring karmic balance, okay? And I'll read the information for you. This is 63, and I'll give you a little snippet of it so you can understand, okay? And so it says, as a fourth to the fifth density species in this era, Pleiadians are now experiencing a high spiritual awakening. They recognize their past imbalances and have gained a sincere intention to balance karma by recognizing that all things happen for a reason and learning from their choices. This card encourages you to do the same. A Pleiadian guide is most likely assisting you with this. Take an honest look at your repeating challenges and know that karma is at work. These obstacles are gifts to help you move to the next level of your growth. Embrace them and be open to the lesson they are teaching you. So some of you may have been like, why am I seeing this repeated pattern, etc. Okay? And when the Pleiadians were young species, they made many choices that they regretted. Okay? This created karma for many of them and for the species as a whole. But as they evolved, they learned to balance this karma by gaining wisdom about their past actions. This card refers to the era in which the Pleiadians matured as a species, okay? And so this is very important for you. The next card, look at that. And this is for the blue ray beings. This is spiritual commitment, 72. And at the bottom, it says Vega, future, all right? So this is 72. And you can look up like angel number 72, angel number 63, and see how it resonates for you, Blue Ray, okay? So with Vega, it says, in modern times, very often we only make a spiritual commitment when we are in pain. When the pain goes away, we become busy with the distractions of life and no longer remember our commitment. The vegans never lost their spiritual commitment and wove them into their everyday lives in so many enriching ways. This card asks you to look honestly at your spiritual commitments. How can you strengthen them no matter whether you are feeling pain or joy? Go deep within and find the longing to be one with the universe. Remember that longing and your commitment can begin there. All right. So that's some beautiful advice for you. Okay. Now we're going to go into the next spread. We have root chakra. Now I'm not going to announce what's under this Moldavite. We have root chakra. And so this says, excuse me, oh, it's about to get real in the field. Ground and center. Ground and center. So you're being asked to ground, center your energy. This is card number 2. Okay. So work on grounding exercises and centering your energy. But with this, it talks about foundations, grounding, basic needs, survival, physical identity, responsibilities, the place where we build our lives, time in nature. So this is what they're asking of you. Spend time in nature, sit or stand barefoot in nature and feel your roots merging with the earth beneath you. Consider your founding beliefs. If they no longer serve you, it may be time to reconsider your priorities or the foundations you live your life by. Be aware of any reoccurring patterns that may be holding you back. All right. Healing position, base of the spine, growing, color wash, red, home, foundations, physical basis, and responsibility are the themes of this card. Now, if you have chosen the Moldavites, all right, and literally it looks like a meteor, and until you like put it into the light, and then like you see like the tint of it. Okay. All right. So Dolphin baby, this is your essence. Dolphin baby. All right. And the timer says 11:44. Look that up. Lumerian origin, flow, timeless, adaptable, free. Take your time. All right. So let's dive into the dolphin baby for a second. All right. And so with the 291, with the dolphin baby, you guys, you know, may have had past lives in Atlantis as well. And I haven't read this all the way through. So if that comes up, I'm right on the money. All right. So let's dive into the dolphin baby. All right. Here we go. And I'll hold the card up for you just so you can still see the essence of the card. All right. And so it says, Lumerian origins, flow, timeless, adaptable, free, take your time, awkward, relaxed, related category, unity. I travel to the oceans of Lumeria to meet the baby dolphins. In these oceans, I'm simply myself, guided by light and bliss and by the many sparkles and orbs around. Okay. And so, through this process, you'll be able to communicate on a deeper level, right? And maybe also being around the river or oceans will be very significant for you, okay? And, you know, with the dolphins, they have this frequency, and you also may have that, you know, that frequency of sound within you too. So one of your gifts may be sound healing, right, with the sound bowls, or even your voice, right? And tomorrow I'm going to do a live, and so we'll do more like mediumship readings and sound healing live tomorrow. But this is very significant for the collective. Okay. It says, do you feel opposed or stressed when a child doesn't want to leave their inner world and it isn't concerned with the timing of others? Congratulations with this dolphin baby. These aquatic children are beyond space and time because they have the ability to go to blissful dimensions like Lumeria. Okay. And it's saying that a lot of you have forgotten your true, I mean, that happens with all of us in the collective, where you've forgotten your true origins. But again, connect with the Lumerian origin and like really do Lumerian meditations, call on your Lumerian light team, and this will help you in assisting where you're meant to go and be. Okay. You have to dream big. Like, so many of you who have this essence are destined to do like really beautiful things, but you got to stop being hard on yourself. All right. And let me see. Yeah, definitely. You guys can definitely manifest a lot that you want to bring into fruition too as well. So it's so important that you go back to your origins. You go back to what your soul is calling um, you to do, right? And again, frequency. So if you resonated with this dolphin baby, really work on your sound healing, really work on the voice, the healing through the voice, however it resonates. But you have a healing that deals with frequency. So listen to the hertz, like 963 angelic hertz, or the solar plexus hertz. Like there's so many different frequencies, and you probably feel the energy like gyrating through your soul when that happens. Okay, so here we are. The next card is receive your birthright, unconditional love, divine feminine. Receive your birthright, unconditional love. And so this is only confirming that for those of you, you are either divine feminine, or you need to connect with your divine feminine side more. You may be too much more in your masculine energy. Get into your divine feminine energy, okay? The next card for the dolphin baby, it says beyond cycles. It says find and embrace yourself, new direction, releasing old patterns. We as a collective are all given this assignment. All right, beyond cycles, start releasing old patterns. Okay, cosmic self, you are a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. So no matter what's going on, no matter who doesn't understand, you know your truth, you know your origins, right? And again, a lot of us have a lot of essence within us. Again, I'm a light worker, I'm a starseed, I'm an empath, I have Arcturian essence, I have Syrian essence, I have Palladian essence, and I have the high priestess energy from goddess Isis. So there's many things that come with these gifts when you've been had many past lives, and it's so important to start accepting yourself for who you are. So when they speak of like traveling to other dimensions or seeing other beings travel to you from other dimensions, I've seen it with my own eyes. So there's nothing anybody can tell me, and now all of a sudden, the government's like, oh my God, they're real UFOs. Like, duh. They was in my Nana's den room, and then started playing in the kitchen with the pots and pans. I'll never forget that. I will never forget what they look like, and I will remember what happened until I transition, right? So the next card out, wow, Arcturian, pure white light, DNA, healing, sacred geometry. So this is a clue for you guys. You have Arcturian essence, and you need to make sure that either you get a flower of life or a Metatron's cube, whatever sacred geometry resonates with you, start working with it. I know I was drawn to the Metatron's cube, okay? So important. Excuse me. And you have the, with the pure white light, see how it goes into the third eye above the crown chakra? Bring the white light in, you will get the messages that you need. But make sure you're not like deadbeat tired, because that really plays a significant role, okay? So we're gonna dive into the Galactic Heritage cards, if I can, they're brand new, so. All right, so for you, 98 paradox, and then it says at the bottom, a zeta reticuli future, all right? And so this is 98. Look that up in angel numbers and see what if it resonates with your current situation, okay? And it says the zetas pass through an essential transformational paradigm on their way to enlightenment. It has to do with an alchemical shift from a state of polarity to the paradox of containing both poles simultaneously in total balance with no preference for either. Spiritually, they learn to be both full, containing the universe in all its forms, and empty, containing nothing but conscious awareness. Living this paradox is a point of power and is the key for spiritual transformation. You contain this paradox as well. Learn to tap into it to accelerate your evolution. Let the zetas guide you, okay? This card refers to the Zeta era in which their species became enlightened. The theme of this card may be the most difficult one in the deck to understand because the mind is used to processing its view of reality through polarity. All right? And so come from it or come to it with the soul essence. Look up Zeta. Look up all of this information for you, okay? The next card out, we have 88, balanced relationships, Pleiades, future. All right? So we'll dive into that. And so it says, the challenges in human relationships happen from expectations. We expect our partners to become who we want them to be rather than allowing them to be who they are naturally. This card suggests that it is time to take an honest look at the relationships in your life and your expectations. Can you be 100% present as a friend, family member, or partner without expectations? Or if expectations is placed on you, can you ignore that pressure and be your natural self anyway? This card points to a karmic pattern ready to be released, and this future Palladian energy can assist you. All right? So, let's get this in order. All right, so again, that is for the Dolphin Baby Essence, okay? And you guys let me know how these cards resonated for you. What piles did you pick? Okay, we're on pile number 3. And this is the ruby, all right? Beautiful. So this is the message, surrender. Wow, surrender. And it says number 48. And we all know what this means. We can see this word and we go into a straight panic like, but I am surrendering. How much more do I need to surrender? Right? So 48, let's dive into that. Okay, so it talks about trust, letting go of control, free flow, receptivity, yin energy, inner knowing, intuition, synchronistic opportunities, getting out of your way, the path of least resistance, allowing who you naturally are to flourish. That's what you're being asked, and the timer is 22. Wow. Look that up. Angel number 22. You may be seeing 2s a lot. So, what is your essence? Indigo child. Surrender. Right? All right. Let's dive into the Indigo child. So, it says, inspire, heart, dialogue, action, passion, community. Beautiful, right? Next card, it says divine blueprint. Okay? Source, self, embodiment, inspiration. You are ready. You are ready. Okay? Dolphins. Here we go again. Play. It's okay to relax. Smile again. Share your flow. I believe we all are connected to that dolphin frequency energy. And we have universe. It says Metatron, wholeness, commune with all life, micro, macroism. So if I were you guys, especially this deck here or this pile, get you a Metatron's cube, get you a Metatron's statue, start working with your sacred geometry, okay? And tune into the crown chakra. All right, now in the Galactic Heritage cards we have initiation and ceremony, Vega 74. All right, so it's like your cards are your cards, okay? And so it says early on in vegan, I'll just say vegan, mysticism, initiation and ceremony played an important role in marking milestones in life or spiritual development. On Earth today, we've often lost touch with the meanings of our ceremonies, and so they feel empty when we do them. But honoring important experiences in life is crucial to feeling connected to the universe instead of just like pawns in a bigger picture. This card asks you to tap into the ancient memory and begin experiencing life's milestones, big or small, by celebrating them through a ceremony that expresses the sacredness of your lifetime here on Earth. All right, so a lot of you are being initiated, are ascending, etc. Leaving home, Asasani, Parallel 104, Asasani, leaving home. So we'll dive into that. All right. So it says the Asasani, a cross between humans and Zetas, there's a picture, eventually had to integrate all their lessons, evolve as a species, and leave home, walk into their own future and find their own path. Humanity is facing this challenge now. As we struggle, we find ourselves, you too, are at this crucial nexus point of evolution. This is a beautiful yet bittersweet place to be. You must do your spiritual homework, make consciousness and courageous choices, and find your own path. Do not fear who you truly are. This represents the potential for a new birth and the importance of consciously creating your future starting now. Okay? All right, so another reminder, that was for the Indigo child, okay? I'm cooking with hot grease today. All right, get down, get down. The next pile, we have Crystal Keys 22. Wow. So make sure you guys look up the numerology 22. Okay. All right. So for Crystal Keys, you see that? All right. So it says hidden wisdom codes, potent information, Lumerian seed crystals, seeing your triggers as a gift, awareness of drama created patterns, healing the earth by looking at your inner environment, healing through awareness. Okay. So Lumerian quartz crystals are special pieces of clear quartz with indented ridges running across them. They are known as seed crystals because they are said to have been found individually, buried in sand and earth, rather than attached to a larger cluster the way most crystals are. Aware of their oncoming destruction, the Lumerians imbued information about how to avoid a similar catastrophe on crystals and buried them. The ridges on the crystals are believed to be Lumerian inscriptions. These crystals are reappearing now as this knowledge is again relevant. This card is about deciphering wisdom codes. We may wonder how to access information regarding our spiritual growth as we navigate our everyday reality. This wisdom comes through our inner paradoxes. When we are truly present, awed, in creative flow or a state of surrender, it may come as riddles and in the most unlikely places. Zen Buddhism taps into this using koans, paradoxical statements the mind cannot fathom, to bypass traditional understanding and allow spiritual epiphanies and a deeper knowledge of the soul to surface. Key wisdom codes can come to us when we are triggered. They are accessible in those moments when everything becomes more emotional, dramatic, or painful than it needs to be. Here, when light shines on your shadow, we are graced with a significant insight into places we can grow and evolve from, although it might take courage and a healthy dose of self-awareness to embrace the wisdom of those moments. All right? So I'm going to show you what a Lumerian, pink Lumerian quartz looks like. So when you have one, you also will see that it's a little pink at the tip, right? And those ridges they were talking about. Now, if you look at it really close, if I flicker it a little bit for you, you can see the lines that they're talking about, like the codes that are embedded into the crystal, right? There you go, like there's a huge, like you can look at it from there, like the lines, and it's really real. Like they have like little barcodes when you look at it by the light. You can see them a little bit, like the lines in it. Yeah, so that's what they're talking about. Yeah, I keep my crystals on me. Woo. All right. And so if you need support with that, let me know. Like, again, that's what I'm here for, right? And so let's dive into your essence. If you chose the amethyst. Dun, 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 dun. Earth angel. Earth angel. All right. So it says kindness, sensitivity is strength, higher perspective, divine abilities. All right. So let's dive into that. So here, let me fix the card for you. There you go. So here we have Earth Angel, and it talks about, again, kindness, sensitivity, strength, higher perspective, divine abilities. So you have divine abilities, gifts, divine child. I am guided by divine messengers in all situations, okay? So it says Earth angels bring healing and compassion to the world through their gentle nature. They are incarnated angels, and an aspect of them is in the angelic realm. So one of my essences that I come from the angelic realm of the seraphim. And so when one of the associates at the spiritual shop that I visited heard me say that, she said, "Oh my God, you're leading us. You're leading us." And I smiled. And that's fast forward. Here I am teaching, coaching, developing, leading, guiding, and I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, so that's a job of an earth angel as well. And then it talks about the earth angel needs compassion because they feel others very deeply. They are sensitive to emotions of everyone around them, whether they are family or strangers. This can overwhelm them, and they might be learning to cope with these impressions. All right. And so, being an earth angel, so it says, Lumerian Starchild, does the human world seem harsh to you where others are able to numb their feelings? You might be sensitive because you are a spiritual being manifesting on earth. When you wonder if you are from another realm, you are indeed accessing your higher dimensional nature. You are greeted by the angelic realms, encouraged to remember the home of your higher self. When you feel sensitive, you are also accessing your divine abilities. You might feel others because you are a natural healer who brings back balance. You can master your abilities by learning not to identify with feelings that are not yours. So transmuting the energy, and I talked to you guys about this in the class, right? It says, dear one, if you feel estranged from a world where many are unaware of their spiritual nature, then remember your truth and your light. Your light is unaffected by the forgetfulness of others because it is of another vibration. Do you deliver messages of truth and light to others? Then you are certainly an earth angel on earth. And even though this is not always an easy job, it is certainly rewarding. Forgive those who don't understand your nature and stand up for yourself if they try to take advantage of you. The angelic realms give you inspiration, comfort, and guidance for yourself and others. Their loving connection can guide you on every step of the way, and it can bring relief from insecurity or self-criticism. They show you love by beyond the mind, which embraces all manifestations. You are guided in all situations. All right? So this is what you are if you chose this pile, the amethyst pile, okay? So the next message for you, nurture, self-healing, ruby ray, birthing the new earth. All right? So bring in the ruby ray. Do some manifestations with the ruby ray. And the timer says 33. Ascended Masters, they're guiding this communication for you. Follow that advice. Opening the heart, right to love, be loved, heart healing. So a lot of you may have the gift to do, healing through your heart portal, right? There's a way to do Reiki. There's a way to do energy healing. There's a way to do the hands-on healing where you work with Source Divine God through your heart portal, all right? The next card, Depths of Love. Let go of fear to jump into love. Let go beyond attachments. There you are. Be free. We all have this dolphin essence because they're showing up in each spread in some way, shape, or form, okay? So here is your Galactic Heritage message. It says abandonment 50, earth, past, okay? So let's dive into that. That's 50. This is some good information for you guys. And all of you, like, share, comment, subscribe. This is some good information. I don't want to go in there and see 2 likes. All right? Here we go. So it says species often have karmic issues to clear as well as people. One of the main issues for humans to clear has to do with abandonment. When the ETs left Earth in the ancient days, the pain of departure left humanity with scars of abandonment. Humanity felt as if it had no role models or parents to guide it. Although with that abandonment, we experience anger, sadness, and self-pity. But as we remember our place in the universe, these wounds can be healed. This card asks you to help humanity heal by remembering your universal connection and the fundamental truth: we are never alone. And see, that's an extraterrestrial, right? They do exist. FYI, just saying. All right, 44. Woohoo! Secrecy. Serious. All right, there's that serious energy. Let's dive into 44. All right, so it says, in order to protect and serve humans in the early days, Syrians often had to work secretly in small covert groups. There was a strong feeling that separation was necessary in order to do positive work without obstruction. Many humans still carry this karmic pattern. This card encourages you to think about the issue of secrecy and how you live your life. It suggests that it is time to live your life out in the open with no shame or fear of rejection or retribution. If you show your true self to the world, this may be scary at first, but it will eventually lead to a true sense of freedom and self-confidence. Okay? Wow. These cards are so beautiful. All right, so again, for those of you, this is the essence of the Earth Angel. And this is pile number 4. And it was the amethyst pile. All right, guys. So here we are. So this is my quartz. And it has a cool name, but right now, like, I can't even remember what the name is for it, but it deals with past life. And I got this for that reason. So I wear this when I want to, work on healing and working through like past life energy, okay? All right, so for those of you who chose that crystal, you've got 2 cards. We have, see that? Soul Star Chakra, all right? And it says merging with divine. Wow, it's like each crystal was perfect for each pile, right? Merging with divine. And this is number 10. 10 talks about completion, all right? All right, so here we go. It says transcendence, letting go, being filled with divine light, channeling karmic records. So you guys may have the gift to access the Akashic records, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical realms, ascension. All right. We have, wow, 38 new blueprints. This is beautiful, right? 38 new blueprints. Okay. So let's dive into that information for you. It says, be the change, take action, take a step, no matter how small, ignite an upward spiral, make a positive change, ethics and compassion, creating a ripple of light. So whatever we're called to do at this time, we're raising the vibration of the planet. That's like our number 1 goal, right? All right, so let's see your essence. Woo, rainbow child, rainbow child. And so it says, unstoppable, new earth builder, multi-talented, miraculous alchemy. You have many gifts, all right? And again, you may resonate with more than 1 pile. And so like me, you have a lot of the essence within you, right? And so this also talks about self-worth. This also talks about structure. I'm a divine spirit, unstoppable, and co-creating heaven on earth. So definitely a mover and shaker for the new age of Aquarius, all right? And it says being of the rainbow frequency. It says, Lumerian Starchild, step into your true nature by walking the path of many colors. Did you have dramatic life experiences that reminded you of this path? Now it calls you again, even stronger, for you have an important role on the new earth. Allow magic to unfold to guide you. Transfiguration of your whole life is possible, even likely when you follow this path. Does this path look narrow sometimes? Let go of the distractions and you will see that it is wide as the whole universe. Connect to your guides to let the magic that is within you unfold further. Each color of the rainbow holds a key for you, a light code. When they combine, new spiritual and physical abilities become available to you. You are walking upwards to see from a higher altitude. With each step, your staircase is the rainbow with your natural octaves of frequency. Each time you are at the top of the rainbow, you will see a higher band, another rainbow. Keep climbing until you see the earth from space, from a universal viewpoint. Then you see all the colors in one, a singularity, a wormhole that allows you to travel dimensions. Dear one, allow the rainbow colors to work on you, to create the new earth through you. Please value this sacred process, for it is the essence of your life. This will allow your journey through the wormhole to the new earth for yourself and the collective. Receive these mystical messages from your Lumerian and Palladian guides, and also from the cosmic guide called Merlin. So if you pick this pile, I would highly recommend that you get a Merlin's crystal. When you put the Merlin's crystal underneath your pillow when you sleep at night, you will see what I mean by it. You will connect so strong to your alchemist side, to your majestic side. It is given to you in words and codes that point to your heart. To activate your innate wisdom, access this energy to know and embody your true self. Wow. All right, so the next card, flow, release control, divine will, oceanic consciousness. A lot of you at this moment in time really need to get by rivers, really need to get by lakes, oceans, however it resonates for you. I live right in front of the Hudson River. It's so important because honestly, you feel a huge difference, right? Sit or swim in salt water, whatever you need to do. Keep yourself connected, all right? Go with the flow. Serenity. Now, a lot of you guys can say the serenity prayer at night too as well. It does help with the healing, okay? And this says, right to choose, immunity to hooks. All right. The next card, rising to Palladian frequencies, sacred bond, healing, clear space for higher energies. So that is what your Rainbow Child Essence was talking about when we started the reading, right? Your portion. So this is huge for you. Again, you guys can research and go to class with anybody, but if you really want to get down to your spiritual work, on your spiritual mission, start doing your life purpose work for your career instead of working for somebody else, come to the class. Email me. I'm here. All right. So 24, self-discipline, Vega, self-discipline. And this is the Galactic Heritage card. So this is 24. All right. And so it says, the profound nature of vegan mysticism came from their intense self-discipline. As an example, you see this now in martial arts or meditation practices. Spiritual skills do not develop without this self-discipline and devoted practice. Karmically, many humans now either resist discipline or crave it because of their ancient experiences. What is your pattern? Know that self-discipline is a vital part of spiritual growth, but too much of it creates rigidity. It is important to find the middle ground and use discipline as a tool to further your growth without becoming a hindrance. So I talk to my students, I talk to you guys about this all the time, and the numbers on the timer is 44. You want to do spiritual work? I'm all for it. Do spiritual work 4 days, the other 3 days, have a blast and live your life. Don't bog yourself down with all of this information. And it's exciting when you're first on your path, but you have to remember you can't, hide away in your little labs and doing your spiritual work when you're meant to raise the vibration of the planet, meaning that the outside needs your essence. You can't uplift anything behind these 4 walls, right? That's at 44444. All right, Spirit. The next card, we have mental transformation, Sirius. So mental transformation, I talk to you guys and teach you guys about transmuting energy, being spiritual alchemists, etc. Okay? And so this is 94. Let's dive into that. All right. So it says, beliefs, habits, and mental attachments cause most of the distress that we experience as humans. Sometimes we don't even realize we have them. Now that we are making a planetary transition, it requires us to let go of these obstacles to true awakening. Our future Sirius friends who have released these obstacles can help us with this because they provide loving guidance to help us navigate this transition. This card asks you to be truthful about your limiting beliefs and habits, even the positive ones, and open yourself to new and flexible ways of thoughts and being. Okay? Wow. All right, guys. Woo! We are on the move. All right? So, let's dive into, let me get comfortable because I'm like, oh, I don't want to kick the camera. Let's see. We're diving into number 6, pile 6, and the card that we have is Luminescence, right? And that is number 35, Luminescence. Beautiful, right? All right, so let's dive into 35. All right. Okay, so it says, self-love, the light that radiates from our hearts, light shining in the darkness, heart-centered living, removing your heart armor, accepting your shadows as the flip side of your strengths, a vulnerable, wide open heart, authentic, heartfelt needs. All right? Always remember, and I just got to download my ear. It's just, I don't know if you can hear it. It's like, just got to download. So this is very, 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 very important. And this here, bring the source, bring it back to the source. Self-love first. The more you treat yourself amazing and beautifully, the more people will treat you the same way. People treat you how you treat yourself. All right? Now, let's dive into the essence. Crystal child. Crystal child. And you see the crystals like above on the third eye there? All right. So, your natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood, seer. Okay? This is for those of you who chose pile 6, you're a crystal child. You have that essence, okay? So, let's dive into that information, okay? And you guys like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this resonates for you, all right? Okay, so with the crystal child, wisdom, okay? So it says, your natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood, seer, clear channel, wonder of life, and you, gift for the new earth. Know and enjoy your own energies. Clear out other energies. Wisdom. I dance in the beauty of my crystalline energies and clear them of all illusions. All right. Now let's get into the information. All right. Being of the crystalline vibration. All right. It says, did you ever feel like a sponge soaking up other people's emotions? If it was you trying to choose a crystal while others hurry, you might feel their stress. Allow your guides to speak with you to reassure you that you don't need to take it in. You can find ways to keep your energy clear, to be in your serenity. Do you get tired from being around people? If someone tries to use your sensitivity to dump their emotions, you don't need to be affected. Be discerning, so that you can give these emotions back, not by force, but rather by the power of your crystalline light. Imagine that you are in Lumeria and you are looking for sea crystals on the beach. Out of all the crystals that you find, you choose one to take to your current incarnation. This is exactly the right vibration. The crystal that honors your birthright. Remember this crystal so that you stay in your power and confidence. You have come to earth with a divine purpose. Crystalline being. You are here to raise the vibration. Isn't it hard sometimes when people don't want your light on their shadow? When they make you into a culprit? Remember the sovereign path of your true self so that you can stand in your power. The message for you today is that you can be sovereign, that no one can stop you from celebrating the adventure of life. Can you embrace who you are, or do you feel like a victim of society? You can choose your sensitivity to your advantage by reading people's energy so that you know how they truly feel. When there is a readiness, you can use this wisdom to communicate with them on a deeper level. Crystalline beings connect to ancient Lumerian wisdom to use crystals for energy clearing and healing. You can raise your own vibration and heal others, which they will much appreciate. Be confident to shine your light so that they can recognize you and so that you step into your true self and purpose. Beautiful. Now, with this card, I can definitely tell you everything that was written was exactly true. Everything. Hence the name, Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, right? I'm a crystal. I'm an indigo. Hey, right? And so this is beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. And again, you may have been drawn to more than one card, okay, in the pile. The information, divine masculine. Wow. And it says rise of true gentle power, true strength, right? So how many of you who chose this pile are dealing with and trying to support and guide your divine counterpart, right? We have creation, unique expression, flow of creation, joyfulness. Bring it back to source, the creator, right? We have guidance, inner compass support, trust your guidance, your intuition. Again, when you get frequencies in your ears or downloads or light codes, when it's giving you information, right? You're being supported, you're being guided. And we have cosmic circles, create sacred space, embrace unlimited possibilities. Again, get with your guides, look to see what sacred geometry, symbol works for you, whether it be the flower of life, whether it be Metatron's cube, however it needs to resonate for you, work with that, okay? Now we have, wow, this word keeps coming up, 103, spiritual sovereignty, right? And then we have a Sasani, parallel. So that's 103. Let's dive into 103. All right, so it says, spiritual sovereignty is a place of complete balance. One walks in integrity, has completed unfinished business, confronted and owned the shadow, recognized illusions, and knows the self intimately without judgment. From here, the person becomes free to feel the flow of the universe. That is called synchronicity. This is an essential Asasani teaching. Once you are firmly rooted in an open-hearted life based on integrity and synchronicity, you become fully realized being. You become a fully realized being. This is a roadmap to awakening for individuals and Earth as a whole. If you haven't already, it is time to begin the journey. You get more than awakening, just so you guys know. And I would recommend you guys get these cards and just read the guidebook, because there's so much information that you will be able to help you. All right. 59, unfinished business, serious energy, and it says present, unfinished business. So there's some things in the present that's unfinished. All right. This reading is very informative. All right. So let's dive right in. So it says, The ancient Syrians believed that they left some things unfinished. Mostly this had to do with the evolution of the human race. Many of these ancient beings have incarnated as humans now in order to complete the tasks they feel were left undone. Other serious beings are helping from the unseen realms. If you feel that you have unfinished business in your life or a nagging feeling that you're supposed to do something, pay attention to what is teaching you about self-acceptance. The lesson is that you are complete in every moment. If you were supposed to do something, then it would be done. Okay? Wow. Whew, these readings are something else. All right. So this was the train. Okay. Now we're going into the carnelian. All right. And then we had 2 cards that want to come out from the Lumerian deck. And this is Earth, Nurture, Nature. All right. There we go. Beautiful, right? And timer 55. So some changes coming for this pile. So we have 14 Earth. All right. So it says, looking after the planet, the ebb and flow of life, the loving embrace of Mother Nature, the natural beauty of death and decay, the microism, time in nature, the ancestors' growth through weathering storms, nurturing self and heart so you may flourish. You want to get that out. So it says, furred and feathered friends. So a lot of you guys may be animal empaths as well. Communicate with the animals. This is 27. Okay. So it says ethical consumption, making a difference through our food choices, caring for all beings, animals, environmental awareness, doing the best we can, animal spirit guides. Okay. Now, let's dive into your essence. Star children. There you are. Star children. Okay. And it says no veils, psychic, different, cosmic inspiration, and light. All right. And I am going to read your message for you as well. Okay. Again, like, share, comment. You know, if anyone needs to try, understand what essence they are, show them how to pick their spread or their pile. So it says, this is cosmic insight, star children. No veil, psychic, different, cosmic inspiration, and light, extraterrestrial. Cosmic insight is the related category. I'm a guide for star seeds directly or through distant energy healing. All right. So, here we go, because I got the good information. All right. Dear one, have you felt your connection with the stars? You have the ability to see truth, to let it pierce through layers of forgetfulness. Allow the wisdom of the cosmos to shine on you so that it breaks up dense thought forms. Do you keep private about your cosmic insights? The message for you is to shine your light fully, so others start to feel the stars and planets that you are connecting to. If you have been misunderstood in the past, you can now start to create a bridge of communication. Would you like to put earthly matters into perspective? When you connect to outer worldly dimensions, you see that you are not limited to the collective thought forms of humanity. Then the human mind chatter starts to lose its credibility. Lumerians have always been aware of their star heritage. Through their heart knowledge, they could distinguish the vibrations of different kinds of star beings that they connected to. Their relationship with their light family was based on love and respect. They welcomed the light that visitors from the Palladians brought, based on an intuitive knowing of their vibration. If you feel that you are a star seed, that you are from another planet, then your family of light congratulates you. It is wonderful to discover your cosmic origin because it expands your consciousness. This doorway is open for each human when they are ready to leave behind layers of density and forgetfulness. Which stars and planets do you connect to? Just like each human has a unique face and fingerprint, so do they have a unique cosmic self. Guides from Sirius might come to you, or light from Arcturus. You are from many dimensions simultaneously. All right. So it says there are many possibilities of places to go, as many as there are planets and stars in the sky. In Lumeria, this natural connection was always there, and the Lumerian template is what you are going back to. Lumerian Starchild, allow and feel this beautiful star connection within. Know that this energy is within you as your guides from Sirius present. They are wise beings who ask nothing more from you than to listen to their gentle voices. As you connect to the guides, they take you on a tour around planets and stars. This is your home, your true origin. They tell you, are you starting to recognize it? Right? So with this information, again, this is so much information and this is beautiful, and I can attest again to this energy. So I was in my room and I was like falling asleep, right? And my room, my nana was downstairs in the kitchen cooking. And I remember laying like on my bed like this, and I was like watching TV. Then all of a sudden I like drifted, right? And then I felt my body rising. And so I was like, whoa, I'm levitating like Harry Potter. This is so cool. And so then when I got to my ceiling, I was like, put me down. Like, what is going on? I'm like, I'm not ready to die. Like, that's exactly what I thought in my head. And whatever it was carrying me turned me around so I can see that my body wasn't even on my bed. And so I said, oh, okay, cool. So as I calmed my heart down, the ceiling separated and literally they rose me up, and I began to see stars and beautiful, like, you know, just so many of them. And as I was like rising, I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And I know there'll be a time again where I get to do that again. But at that time, because I wasn't awake and I wasn't aware of what they were trying to show me, I panicked. And immediately when I got up to the stars and I'm like, oh, this is beautiful, this is amazing, I was like, put me down. And I guess they saw that I wasn't ready. And it, like an elevator, my body went down and my butt hit the bed, and I flew downstairs to my nana and was like, somebody's in my room. Like, you know, I did the usual. And she's like, oh my God, like, come here, you know, whatever. And till this day, I'm like, Spirit, God, Source Divine, I'm ready. Like, lift me up, Scotty. Like, beam me up. I'm ready. Like, I know they were trying to show me and prepare me for what was to come or what is coming now. And so it's so important that when these things happen to you, try to stay as calm as you can. All right. So this is really beautiful. All right. So the next card out for you, it says, breathe the sun. Breathe the sun. All right. And so presence, panel, activation, relax, let go. And then look at the 2 that's there. So we've been seeing a lot of 2s. I'll read it again. Presence, panel, activation, relax, let go. So your pineal glands are opening. Your third eye is like getting ready to rock and roll for those who haven't experienced that yet. And then we have cosmic heart source. Source of all, true home, just be, heart connection. And you guys being of this essence get so, like, even with all of us being who we are, we're just like, we just want to go home. Like, we're tired. Like, we've been down, for those of us who've been, this is like our 6th or 7th lifetime. Like, we're like, come on, man. Like, just get me to the good stuff, right? Right? No more suffering. No more, like, going through the motions. Like, I'm learning. I got it. I've been walking for a while. Come on, right? And so for some of us, this is our last go round, speaking of me, myself. So the next step would be the Ascended Master's energy, where it's not gender, female, male. It's just divine essence, right? So source of all, true home, just be, heart connection. And call on your Palladian, your Sirian, your Arcturian, your starseed family, because then when you're praying and you're communicating with them, they do help. If you call your Palladian star team 3 times and say, I surrender my free will, and you ask them for support, they will intervene. All right. The next card is Sacred Mountain, vision quest, clarity and truth. Shambhala deep healing. You guys can do it all. You gotta connect with source. You gotta learn how to turn it on, how to turn it off. Again, if you don't know, take the class. Angelic ones, divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance. So again, at this time, we're all leveling up. And you know, any one of my soul sisters or those of you who watch my channel or been on a live with me, you guys have seen me elevate. Go watch my first videos from 2018, August to be exact, and look at now. You tell me what's the difference. You get hit with that spiritual awakening and it's on like Donkey Kong, I'm telling you. All right, so missing link 49, Earth Pass. So let's dive into this galactic message, and this is 49. All right. So it says, the human race has never truly been alone. Since ancient times, our ET forefathers have been working with us, both genetically and spiritually, to nurture our development as a species. Uplifting a younger species is a natural part of galactic civilization. You pull this card because you have a past life connection to these ancient projects between humans and ETs. As you explore this connection, you will find that the so-called missing link is not just a genetic reference, but a spiritual one. What has been missing is an understanding of who we are and our place in a vast galactic community. Beautiful. And the next card, seduction and addiction, Orion, present, 58. All right. All right, so here we go. It says, each time we engage in a habit of thought pattern, it grows stronger. We eventually crave the fulfillment of the habit like a drug. The thought of fulfilling that habit acts like a seduction for the ego. It must engage in this behavior pattern in order to feel normal. This is true for our addiction to polarity, judgment, and categorization. We are compelled to judge everything we see or experience in order to make sense of the reality and feel safe. But if our consciousness and thus our planet is going to transform, we must learn to resist the seduction of this addiction, which will shift us to a transcendent state. All right. Wow. Whew. This is like amazing. For the third eye chakra, this is something we're going through as a collective in general. Penal perspective, like our third eye is like going through a huge upgrade, through a shift, through a change. Like, share, comment, subscribe if that resonates with you. And Pleiades, we have the theme of guilt, 41. But this is also talking about, you know, the connections that we're involved with. It's also talking about that we feel like we're not doing enough with the collective, with the raising of the vibration of the new age, right? So we always can correct those feelings and emotions, right? All right, so what I wanted to do now, so again, guys, my Etsy shop is up, running. I am appreciative of all the love you guys have given me thus far. And check out the apothecary oils that's been recently put on the shop. Check out the chakra alignment crystals, the crystal packs. All of the stuff that I have on the shop is very important. All right, it's very important. Okay, and it's there for you guys, for your journey, for your mission, to help you understand your spiritual gifts. If you guys want to book a mediumship based reading, a healing session, don't be afraid. Like, you can just check the comments. It's not like scary, painful, or anything. I have in office slots available. We can do crystal healing, we can do hands-on healing, we can work with my wands. It's however you feel you need to be supported. Also do Akashic Records, again, for those of you who want twin flame connections. That's so important for you to understand past life information. I also do past life regressions. I also do Reiki, where you've seen some of my testimonials where I'm talking to my client or my soul sister, whoever is getting a session, and as I'm talking to them and working through their chakra, I'm clearing out things, and I'm also giving them information that I'm receiving to help them you know, clear away the blockages and get those chakras vibrating and gyrating in the right direction. What I did learn was that a lot of my soul tribe members were meditating the wrong way. So if you're not feeling the heat on each chakra, and like, for example, if you're meditating and you don't feel the heat like fly out your butt when you're on the root, you ain't doing it right. You should feel heat come out the bottom of you as you work on every chakra, and that's the best way I can describe it. All right, so it's like you're breathing in and letting the air out through the root, okay? And so we're gonna get more into this. I'm gonna bring this to the class as well. So if you guys are interested in any of the services that I offer, again, I took a leap on faith, and this is what I'm gonna do full time, 4 days out the week. And whatever you need services, book me. I do distant, I do in office as well, if you're on the East Coast, wherever you are. When it comes to the herbs, the crystals you need, anything from my Etsy shop, it's there. I just finished creating the Brielle I Adore body butter, and that's definitely a great product to keep you from being so dry, for your feet being so cracked up. This is a cream that you put on at nighttime. You're not going outside with it because it has some special ingredients in there. And you put it on, you know, and take it off in the shower when you get up in the morning, or however you want to. Leave it on for 30 minutes if you want, and then wash it off, however it resonates for you. But this is added to your beauty regimen, okay? And then for your oils, if you need twin flame ascension, if you need protection oil, because a lot of you are star beings, you have to protect your energy. If you need cutting oil to cut away relationships that no longer serve you or grow you, that's not a part of your energy field anymore, you can order that. If you need the Billion Bay, where, you know, you need to manifest money, abundance, anything into your life, check that out. You can also check out the candle. Again, there are reviews not only on Google for me for that, but as well as the site, as well as the Etsy shop. And so I'm here for you guys. This is my life purpose mission. I am grateful for all of you guys. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can. If not, no biggie. Subscribing to the channel is the same form as an energy exchange donation. Or follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. I've added some things to my wish list as well. I have 70 decks now. I will not be buying another deck once this last deck arrives, and it's a special deck for you guys. I get everything for you guys, and if you saw the picture, this stuff ain't cheap. Okay, so I don't get no donations for any decks or anything like that. I really research it, and I get the ideas from my other fellow you know, YouTube channels that I watch. And I'm like, you know what, my collective, you know, that I'm aligned with, they'll love this. And I knew you guys would love this spread. So I'm sending you guys so much love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Love and light, guys.